Hi guys, let's begin with today's video. So as usual we will check the last week. Last week we were bearish on Bajaj Finserv, and what really happened was price went up and closed as a strong, as a weak bullish candle, body dominating candle with a rejection. So although it did not fall, but it did not go up. It went up and came back down, still indicating that the market should fall. Hero MotoCorp, this price actually fell. We were bearish on this, and we can see price went up to test the opening of the last week, and then fell from there and closed at the low. Mahindra & Mahindra went as per the analysis. We can see it was a bearish week for Mahindra. Wipro, we were bearish for this week. We can see price has fallen and now made indecision candle. ITC, we were bearish. Price did close as a bearish candle, but the fall was not that strong. Now, whenever I see indecision previous week, this week also it has not yet closed below the low. So current week, I'm not expecting a major fall unless this is broken on maybe the 4-hourly time frame. We were bearish on Titan for last week. It is closed as an indecision candle. Price went up but then came back down. Reliance, we were bearish. What really happened was price has closed at the opening price of the week, but we see a spike up. There was a new high and then a rejection. And Escorts, we were bearish. Price did fall. So most of the stocks that we were expecting to fall have been as per our analysis for last week. Now let's see what we're expecting this week. Now looking at the way Nifty has closed, right, it's a green candle, and so at first look you might say that this is bullish, but then if you look closer, first of all, this candle, the Nifty weekly chart, weekly candlestick, has not closed above the high of has not crossed the previous resistance. Right, so this is a double top formation that we can see here. Price got rejected at the resistance, and here again you can see on the daily chart we have a bearish confirmation. So I'm bearish on Nifty for this week because of all these reasons. So I'm expecting the price to fall further, and looks like Nifty has made a high at this level. So previous high got tested and got rejected. So there should be some correction, which was what I'm expecting right now. Bank Nifty, on the other hand, has broken the previous resistance and has closed above it. You can see it is a body dominating bullish candlestick. So Bank Nifty looks strong. Although not all the banks, but the ICICI Bank, there are one or two banks which are pulling Bank Nifty up. So right now Bank Nifty is not looking so bearish. It could go sideways or it could further move up. But Nifty looking bearish. Let's go ahead and start with our analysis for this week. What is our expectation from the stock market? We will start with Axis Bank. Okay, and on Axis Bank, although Bank Nifty looks bullish, what I can see on Axis Bank is on the weekly chart that there has been a rejection at the previous resistance, right? So if you see this on the daily chart, you can see that there is a double top. Price has not closed above this range, so that's a double top. And the first target that I would like to chase would be 707. So bearish on Axis Bank for this week with a target of 707. Hero MotoCorp, you can see still bearish. Price has closed at the low. There was not much of a movement. This week it actually went up to test the resistance and came back down. So I'm still bearish for the coming week. Mahindra and Mahindra, again same reason, price went up. Last week was bearish, this week has also closed bearish at the low, indicating that we should be looking at the price testing 504 very soon, mostly this week. Now let's take a look at the Wipro IT industry. So on Wipro we can see price is still falling. The nearest support is at 232.5. So that would be the first target. Once this is reached, we can expect further downside move. But for this week, I'm only targeting 232. Moving on to the consumer industry, let's start with Britannia. You can see last week was a Marubozu, this week an indecision. But if you go and check the daily chart, there was a slight pullback and an evening star formation, basically indicating that we could be looking at a new low or breakout of the previous support first. So I'm expecting, now you can also see the trend has changed, right? The daily chart, the lows are getting higher, but now the highs are getting lower. So the trend has already changed. You can expect the price to touch the next strong support at 2840. So I'm bearish on Britannia for this week. Nestle also bearish. You can see the reason. You can see the type of candlestick that has been formed today. And if you check Fibonacci, we have a good level. Price had tested the golden ratio at 61.8 and then formed a bearish engulfing. So expecting Nestle to touch 39.78 in this week, which is the recent low. Moving on to the pharma sector, we will check Sun Pharma. Now on the weekly chart, we can see price was consolidating for quite some time. We were in a sideways move ever since last year, December. Right, so this entire year price has been sideways, but this has also been working as a good resistance. Now price has come back to the same resistance, and here you can see a rejection. So I'm expecting the price to test the nearby support, which is at 409 or 408 for this week, or maybe in the next 2 weeks. Right, but direction wise, we are bearish on Sun Pharma. Again, Dr. Reddy also bearish. You can see the rejection at the previous resistance, indicating a double top formation. A strong rejection actually. You can see the wick is bigger than the body, so it's a wick dominating candlestick at the resistance, indicating further downside. You can see the side of the engulfing candlestick. One bearish candle engulfed the last 3 days of movement, right? So, which is also at the previous resistance. So this indicates we are looking at a bearish move on Dr. Reddy for this week. Reliance, we were bearish last week also, but this week we see that the market is showing signs of formation of a top, right? We can see this is the gravestone doji that we see here right after the strong uptrend, indicating that there could be a pullback or a reversal. Any which case, expecting bearish movement on Reliance for this week. Grasim, we have a Fibonacci rejection at 50%. You can see the rejection at 50%. So first target is 758, which is a Fibonacci support. Right, and you can see price was also sideways at that level. So for this week, 758 would be the target on the bearish side. And the last one for this week would be Z Entertainment. You can see the kind of candlestick formation. Same thing had happened earlier. We had a pullback again, we had a downward move and a pullback and then a downward move. Now you can see that we have a strong reversal pattern, although it doesn't match the definition of engulfing, but if you notice, there was a gap down and then the market closed below the body of the previous week. So that by that candlestick, we can safely assume that we're looking at a downward move on Z Entertainment for this week again. Quite clear with the daily movement. Alright, so that's it for this week. All the trades that we have are on the bearish side. Bank Nifty still looks bullish, but Nifty looks bearish, and some stocks, some banks are already looking bearish, like Axis Bank. Right, so that's it for this week. Looking forward to your comments. Thank you so much. Trade safe. Bye bye.